Hi everyone, welcome to Street Patrol UK's newsfeed. Now, I was going to wait a week before I did another May update to let the incidents pile up, but Jesus Christ, over the night it's really been popping off over in my side of the city, over in East London. People are getting real busy out here. There's been more murders and more stabbings. Let me get right into it. So, after a serious incident in East London, Globe Road, that's in Bethnal Green. It's actually near an old Thai boxing gym that I used to attend. If anybody has updates, please inform us. That was me reporting there on that one. The CAD number's been out for the Globe Road incident and they have issued a Section 60 lockdown. Section 60 gives the police powers to stop and search anyone without reasonable excuse. So they can stop and search anyone for any reason. It's basically, if there's a Section 60 on and you're in that zone, you will get searched in that zone, no matter what you're doing. Doesn't matter if they've got a reasonable excuse. You could be walking down the road with a bunch of flowers, going to a funeral. If they want to stop and search you, they will. It's a Section 60. That means a higher level security lockdown to prevent further incidents from occurring. Okay. A man's been left in critical condition after stopping a moped theft. See, it reported before on the Maida Vale one, where they actually succeeded in apprehending the moped theft of Azir's Jewellers. I think it was Azir's Jewellers, yeah, over in Maida Vale. They succeeded. This time it didn't go so well, so be careful of that, guys. Remember I said try not to tackle armed people on your own. Look, man in critical after stopping moped theft, BBC News reports. This was last night. The victim approached a group of males who were trying to steal his moped, and he was attacked and left in critical condition. And update on the Globe Road attack crime scene. Tower Hamlets break-in. A man has been rushed to hospital after being seriously attacked and assaulted in Bethnal Green. Section 60 authorised in Tower Hamlets after the recent spate of attacks. Section 60 approved. This is Tower Hamlets Police. Hashtag Tower Hamlets, excluding the Isle of Dogs and Wapping. Authorised by Inspector Slipper until 1900 hours. Or 0900 hours, sorry. I read that wrong. Live updates as a man is stabbed to death in Forest Gate. This is the big one that happened this morning. So, this was 2 hours ago. This happened 2 hours ago as I'm recording this. Roughly, as I'm reading this. Live updates as a man is stabbed to death in Forest Gate, East London. I think it was on Romford Road. Another attempted murder charge here as well. A 38-year-old man is in hospital after reports of a serious assault in Camelford, police say. That was BBC News reporting that 2 hours ago. And here we go. Fatal stabbing this morning in East London. Man dies after being repeatedly stabbed near a hotel and leisure centre. A man has died after he was repeatedly stabbed near a hotel and leisure centre in East London. Emergency services were called to Warwick Road. Break-in. A man in his 30s stabbed to death in London. This is the Forest Gate one. Comes under Stratford. So, further reports on the Forest Gate murder this morning. Let's jump into it. This is a report from the Daily Star. As the bloodbath continues in London. A man was stabbed to death in Stratford in the early hours of this morning, police said. Mitcham police cordoned off the area. Jesus cookie policies. It is believed the victim, aged in his 30s, may have been involved in a fight shortly before he was stabbed in Warwick Road, Forest Gate. Okay, I thought it was off Romford Road, but that basically is. Paramedics treated the victim and took him to hospital where he sadly died. His next of kin have not yet been informed. So this is ongoing right now. More. Man takes himself to hospital after being stabbed in Wolverhampton. The police have launched an appeal for information after a man was stabbed multiple times in Wolverhampton. A masked man stabbed a 34-year-old victim with a machete in Preston as well. Masked men stabbed a 34-year-old man with a machete in attack in Preston. That's masked men, so it's a gang of them. And there's also an ongoing fire in Southall. So 4 fire engines and 25 firefighters have responded to that on Weston Road in Southall. So more information to follow on that. Stay updated for the traffic reports. Police appeal for information following the Ventor assault. That's on the Isle of Wight. There's not much happening on there, but on the Isle of Wight there's been a serious assault there as well. So here's another one. The Merseyside Police. Jamie Red Hanley from Norris Green has been sentenced to 6 years in prison for possession of firearms, and looks like he's got an Ingram there. That's actually, I thought it was a Mac 10, but I think it's a Mac 11 because it's got the shoulder extending brace there. It's also got a handgun. The back of it looks like a Glock, but it also has the plating of a lot of 50-50 Rugers I've seen. I don't know what that is. I haven't looked into it. I just had a glance. Sarah Barnes is an update of the terrible incident that happened in Sheffield where the 2 sons were killed. Sarah Barnes, 34, has been named. She's remanded in custody at Sheffield Crown Court. She's accused of killing her 2 teenage sons, Tristan and Blake. And there's also an ongoing Inspector Richard Barnes, MPS Camden. He's put out a report. 2 males masked up on a scooter heading south down York Way towards the Euston Road. No registration plates, and they're clearly looking for victims. We are looking for them, but moped-enabled snatch has not got away. Please be vigilant out there and call 999 if you see them. And another incident here. This was over in Belfast, I think, in Portadown. Staff at a shop were threatened with a knife and a claw hammer during an armed robbery in Portadown. And a teen has been stabbed and hit with a machete in a terrifying street attack. And that was in Birmingham. So that is what's happened over there. I thought I'd wait another week, but a lot's kicked off overnight. I thought it was worthy of another video, like straight away. So calm down in the city, guys. I know summertime's coming, so a lot of things are going to be popping off. Everyone should stay in a safe place. Don't go to the wrong place at the wrong time. And that probably means don't go to 30% of areas at London at certain times of night. If you know, like, I don't want to expose certain gangs. I'm not going to get into calling out certain gangs here and there. I might, if I talk to a few people, I might get some interviews and permissions and stuff. But for right now, I'm just going to report the crime, and I want to give everyone some advice. Just stay safe. Look at all the murders that are going on right now. And I bet once I've done this video, I'll say I'm going to get back next week, but probably by tomorrow and the next day there's going to be another murder in the capital. Anyway, signing out.